The challenge for Kind is, as we grow, how do we maintain the key parts of our culture and keep who we are? Elements of culture at Kind definitely include teamwork and collaboration. Fun is very important at Kind, and I think a challenge that we have found is how do we incorporate or keep having fun when the work demands of this just massively growing company, and how do you incorporate that injection of fun into an organization where 75% of the team is field-based.
Culture is very important. It's sort of a mindset that the troops share. I'm in academia, as you know, and at the Smith School, we have a tone that's sort of set, that we talk about collegiality, getting along with your colleagues. We talk about emphasis in terms of teaching. How can you bring excitement into the classroom? So it is important to have a culture, and everyone knows that we're singing off the same page. I would say, if I had my druthers, I like to work alone as an individual, but that's typical when you're an academic or a scholar. You have control over the process from A to Z, and if you're a little obsessive compulsive like I am, that seems to be the way to go. However, there are times under which I will work with a team as long as I can do my contribution sort of in isolation before we get together as far as the meeting.
Carter's 8-step plan is a helpful approach for implementing change in an organization. Our team recommends Kind Company to use this plan so that Kind team members are well prepared and willing to cooperate in 3 to 5 monthly meetings. Ready for our 8 steps? Well, let's start. Step 1. Establish a sense of urgency.
One of the companies that is very well known to hairy homeowners or do-it-yourselfers is Home Depot. And when Home Depot started early on, you would go there and these were retired folks that were in the trades. And they could spend a lot of time with you saying, hey, if you do this and you do it this way and here's some tricks of the trade, you can do it for yourself. And people loved that for a while. But then Home Depot got bigger and bigger and they started saying, look, you have to spend less and less time with customers. And they lost some of that culture. And it really affected them. So some people started to drift off to Lowe's and some other establishments. And then they realized, hey, what we do here is really part of that one-on-one interaction, and they've come back to it.
Kind Company is rapidly expanding each year, and the company needs to restructure the environment to make the necessary changes to maintain company culture.
Step 2. Form a powerful coalition. The coalition responsible for implementing and leading the change consists of the entire human resources team as well as all current employees, especially those within the physical office space. HR and current team members are responsible for maintaining company culture with the addition of new members. Step 3. Create a vision. The new vision will feature more inclusion and interactions. Group mentality will be developed through several planned interactions, which will restate company goals and foster cohesion, leading to greater efficiency. These group interactions will be agreed upon scheduled meetings to discuss policies and difficulties in the work environment. Employees will use this opportunity to submit concerns and give positive or negative feedback about goals or policies. Step 4. Communicate the vision.
To establish a new vision, HR needs a layout that details the methods for change and develops ways for instant feedback to relieve potential confusion or needs about the new direction. Brochures and instructional videos will need to be created and required to be viewed and read with summaries of the thoughts submitted for inquiry purposes.
Step 5. Empower others. The team will be expected to empower new members, as well as conduct the new plan to have 3 to 5 meetings a month which are centered around team projects and team building. Those who do not work in the office will show more reluctance towards this change, and it is the responsibility of their original members and those within the office space to lead the groups.
Step 6. Reward short-term wins. A short-term win for this change involves the initiation from one member of the team to gather the rest of the group and establish a meeting time. Our change involves 3 to 5 meetings a month. Since the number of meetings may vary depending on how many people initiate the meeting each month, there is no set schedule of meetings. Someone will need to step up and lead the group each time. The incentive for those who set up and plan a meeting will consist of working half a day every Friday for 4 consecutive weeks.
You can have certain rewards, and it doesn't have to be financial. It's just give me some recognition. Let the world know that I've done something here. That keeps you going. It'll keep wind in your sails.
Step 7. Consolidate improvements. The HR department will require employees to submit summary of work conditions biannually. This will allow HR to see what is working successfully and what is stopping the productivity of the employees. These summaries will be consolidated in similar subtopics and weighed based on the number of similar responses to be shared with top executives in kind. Adjustments will be then made based on severity and importance.
Step 8. Reinforce the change. Employees and teams that quickly adapt and demonstrate the new behaviors and achieve success will be recognized and noteworthy during performance reviews.
You have now completed all 8 steps for successful implementation. Before completing the model, however, here are a few things to keep in mind.
So what kind of resistance do we expect to encounter when the changes are put into effect? Adaptation will be the initial resistance Kind will face once the changes are made. You may see some employee productivity decline as they may oppose the changes at first. But to combat this, workers should be informed of the benefits the changes will have on the company and the reasons why they're being implemented. Once the employees begin to conform to the new changes, the benefits will soon start to show. Another form of resistance we might see is cost. Keeping field-based workers in touch with one another on a daily to weekly basis could be very expensive for the company to maintain. It would also be incredibly difficult for team members to get together in person when the workforce is almost totally field-based. To keep costs at a minimum, we recommend that employees meet and collaborate virtually rather than in person. Using video chat software or instant messaging applications that are free to the public would allow Kind's employees to interact with one another and collaborate without actually having the expenses of meeting in person. The ideal leadership for this change to be successful would be one that uses theories of charismatic leadership to guide employees. Although the workforce is mainly field-based, our solution would bring together teams on a weekly basis via video chat. It's essential that this time be used effectively to communicate ideas and motivate the employees. Charismatic leadership is the best selection for this change because no other type of leadership can effectively communicate and motivate in such a short period of time.
Congratulations! Our team believes that Kind will be able to expand and maintain its culture.